Welcome to the Ready, Set, Show podcast with DT and Lette. Ready, Set, Showtime. Welcome to the Ready, Set, Show podcast, episode 51. I'm DT.
And I'm Lette.
And it's good to be back another week, guys. Thank you for joining us. Lette, how you doing, my friend?
I mean, I'm pretty good. A little tired, but I'm good. How about you, man?
I'm happy to be alive, Lette. I'm happy to be alive,
I mean,
man.
after the weekend you had, yeah.
Yeah. Guys, let's just kick it off. Let's get it out the way, Lette. As you all heard me last episode, I talked about that I've been having this problem for about a year where I get swelling, stomach, legs, knees, feet. I mean, dude, it sucks. Sometimes it's bearable, sometimes it's not. Well, you know, those issues can be related to your heart, liver, or just poor circulation. Well, I've always kind of had these little fits, which me and you talked about. My fiance had mentioned that it could be a panic attack, which we now know. Now, I don't know if this fit is related to like a panic attack like we talked or something dealing with this issue with my legs. But I was sitting here, let's see, I believe it was it Saturday night? Friday or Saturday night?
Yeah, I think it's Friday or Saturday night.
And all of a sudden, those fits came on, but they weren't stopping, and they were more hardcore this time. I mean, dude, it was to the point to where, like I was telling you, like I thought this was it. Yeah. I mean, because it would, usually I'll walk around a little bit and eventually it'll go away, 20, 30 minutes. Well, this one just wasn't going away. It was coming on strong. I felt a tightness in my chest. My heart was beating fast. And I was just like, God, dude, don't let me go out like this. Like, I mean, really, dude. Like, I mean, I can laugh about it, but at the time it wasn't funny. Like, I'm being serious. I thought, well, this is my last days, man. And I thought, man, not like my daughter was up. So I'm like telling my fiance, dude, call an ambulance.
Fuck.
And then it kind of was to the point to where I felt like, okay, I can just get her to take me to the ER. Yeah. So I went to the ER, and like last time I went in there for my legs, they did like an EKG, checked my liver, took blood and everything. And I mean, dude, everything checked out. They said they couldn't find anything. And, they were kind of chalking it up to, like, sodium, like too much salt and stuff like that. And, I mean, look, dude, I do eat a lot of salts and stuff. With the swelling going down to my stomach, all the way down to my feet, like, I just don't see how that's a salt problem.
I don't see how it could be either. Yeah.
But she's a doctor, I'm not.
True.
So, and she was a really nice lady that about tripped over this machine.
Oh, my God.
It was funny as hell because she turned around trying to play it off like, motherfucker, I seen you.
I seen what you did.
She's like, she played it off well.
That's smooth as hell. I seen you almost faceplant, though.
But see, that's why here locally I like Tacoma over Laughlin because, like, dude, like she come in there and sat down with me. Yeah. Broke everything down. Laughlin, they'll just come in there, look at your shit. Next thing you know, somebody else is coming in with papers. Here you go.
Yeah, Laughlin, for me, every time I go, they take so long. Mm-hmm. They're like 6-7 hours, and they'll just be like, oh, you have a stomach bug. And I'm just like, bitch, couldn't you have told me that 2 hours? Couldn't you have told me that within the hour that you brought me back here?
That's what I'm saying, man. And it's like they don't care about you, dude. Like, you're just like a number there. And the minute them son of a bitches, you don't pay them, and they can drag your ass in court,
you'll be there.
They will, yeah.
Oh,
you know how many times Tacoma's took me to court? 0.
Oh, yeah. I owed some medical bills to, it's now all merged together as Ballad, but it was mainly through, like, Tacoma Services, and I never was, they were just like, well, we can set you up a payment plan, and I'm like, well, that would be great.
Yeah, I know sometimes they have. Now, see, I recently applied for insurance, and, I mean, they were supposed to look and see if it had went through, because I figured they would let me know by now. Maybe not. I got to call and see, speaking of which. But, yeah, man, it's just crazy. But that was one of the most scariest experiences of my life, man.
I'd say so, because, like, when we talked about it whenever you called me right after it happened, you basically described it to a T that happens to me. And they are pretty fucking terrifying. So.
Well, it's just, my health wise, I've never really had anything serious like that happen. Other than I had a cyst pop up one time. Nothing really,
nothing
crazy.
too crazy. Yeah.
So I didn't know what was going on, and then you got to understand with this thing with my legs. I've really been diving into it lately, and I'm seeing heart this, liver that. So I'm sitting here thinking I'm about to have a heart attack and fall out.
Yeah, you're just sitting there, your mind immediately jumps to the worst, because, if it's not the worst, then at least it's better than the worst.
Oh, yeah. I immediately jumped to the worst. I was like, I'm dying. Even Darcy was talking about that. She's like, good God, calm down. You don't know that yet. And I went in there, and, they got me back pretty quick and stuff, which Tacoma's good for. Hell, they'll even send you, if you ain't back here in 30 minutes, they'll send you, some little coupon for their gift shop.
Oh, yeah,
and
they
something.
do.
Yeah, it's cool. Laughlin, take notes. You're a bunch of criminals. Laughlin should be locked up.
Definitely.
That's all I'm saying. All right, Letty, we got a few things to discuss to kick off the show this week. Not a lot's happened in the news.
No.
Letty, go ahead and kick off our first story, though. It's some tragic news, and it's very unfortunate what happened. Please go ahead and let everybody know.
All right, we have some sad news, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. The guy who played Chewbacca.
Chewie.
Yeah, Chewie. Old Chewie. Peter Mayhew, he ended up passing away this past Tuesday at the age of 74 in his home. Everybody loves Chewie. A lot of people know exactly who it is. He was 7'3". That's a tall ass man.
Yeah, and Chewbacca was tall though.
Yeah,
it makes sense now.
Oh yeah, imagine being in that costume for so many hours recording, just sitting there, and I think that it's all it was yak hair.
Yeah, that would suck.
That man.
What if, to be funny, his last breath he went, or did the I can't do the Chewie thing.
That's when we need Ben on here,
yeah.
dude. If he passed away doing
just to go out like a boss,
dude, that would be the boss.
Would that not be
the
awesome?
Boss thing ever.
Yeah, dude. Star Wars is a classic.
It is.
And our thoughts and prayers go out to the Mayhew family. His wife Angie, he had 3 children, and you said his home was in North Texas.
Yeah.
May he rest in peace, Peter Mayhew. Hey, dude, legend. Chewbacca, dude.
Oh, yeah,
you
Chewbacca,
can't have Star Wars without Chewie.
Yeah. Chewbacca will live on, and he's the first actor, and hopefully be the only actor to wear that Chewbacca costume.
And I still to this day think Ben probably uses that voice during sex. I'm convinced of that. He loves that Chewie voice.
True. Oh, speaking of the Chewie voice, I have to say, fuck you to Mo and Ben, because last night I was getting ready for work, and someone doesn't know what the fuck a pause button is, and then they ruined some of the episode of Game of Thrones for me.
Oh.
And I watched it when I got home this morning, and I knew it was happening. It still caught me off guard how it happened.
Yeah.
But, the whole time, he started, Ben started doing the Chewie noise as I walked back in through the living room. And I was just like, it's too late now, guys.
Yeah, really.
I didn't know what happens. I heard it back there. I heard it while I was in the hallway, so.
That's one thing I can't stand.
Spoilers.
I've actually managed to avoid the Avengers Endgame spoilers. I don't know how this far. But
yeah.
Look, I wouldn't care to go sit at the theater, but usually when I go to the theater, I just find myself wanting to sleep. And
it's comfortable in there sometimes,
I know, and I don't want to pay $40 for a popcorn, a small drink, and a candy.
Yeah.
It's crazy what they charge for these movies. I'm good, dude. Netflix, it'll be on Netflix here in a little while.
Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't the last Avengers on there, after it came out of theaters?
Yeah.
So, it'll be on there.
It'll probably be in there a while just because the last Avengers. Yeah. All right, and our last story, guys, we got to talk gaming. It's, me and Letty, we're gamers. We've been gamers. We will be 90 years old playing video games.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of, how we do. We're just going to talk games we're playing, give our progression. So, Letty, you want me to kick it off?
Yeah, go ahead. You can kick it off, man.
You know me, man. I've been grinding Mortal Kombat 11. I got a new top 5.
Oh, hell yeah.
I want to talk about. I wanted to do a tier list, but I think I'm going to save that. Because I want to start doing these little videos like that with me and you.
Yeah.
I might occasionally fuck around and do one just so we got something on our YouTube. But me and you, we'll get on this webcam and we'll start doing we'll react to shit. That's something.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's something to look forward to, guys. But I got a new 5. All right, here's my 5. All right. Number 5, I'm going to go Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero's a beast on the game. Number 4, I'm going to go Scorpion.
Oh, hell yeah.
Number 3, I'm going to have to go with my boy Aaron Black, dude. He is a beast and a character I didn't think I would even use that much on this game. Turns out he's now one of my favorites, and he is a very, very strong character. I highly suggest you guys give him a shot. Number 2, I got to go Noob Saibot, obviously one of the strongest characters in the game, probably one of the most used. And my number 1 is still Kung Lao. He's very balanced, very deadly, and I highly suggest you use them. And I'm telling you, man, definitely Kung Lao, Noob Saibot, and Aaron Black are by far my favorites. Now, real quick, these next 3 are just 3 characters that I've taken interest in and I really want to learn, and that are pretty deadly. And that's Cetrion. She's great for zoning. Liu Kang. I mean, it's Liu Kang. Need we say more? And last is the Collector, 6-armed assassin. I can't wait to learn these 3 and get better with them. And who knows, they might make it in my top 5. That, by the way, I'll be doing every week. So that's kind of Mortal Kombat. I've been grinding it, man, getting the skins, hitting the crypt, man. I mean, the last update was dope. I'm loving the game, man. It's still a dope
Hell yeah.
game. I'm still playing Fortnite. Season 9 happens Thursday.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I got a bone to pick with Epic Games. I'm a little shitty with them right now. Because on top of I mean, dude, they really have kind of been shitting on the game.
Really?
And you know me.
Oh, yeah.
How much have I defended that game?
You have defended Fortnite at least
Yes.
every 3 episodes.
No, I can't defend
Seems
them
like.
anymore, dude. The shit they honestly have been doing lately, I can't defend. They're doing a lot of shit that don't make sense. They're not fixing the game mechanics that need to be fixed. And it's like, you know, they got these big tournaments and everything, and they'll change something right before a big tournament. Like, why would you do that to these guys? Because when you're a pro player, you have certain places you land. You have a strategy.
Yeah.
Once you go, like, they blew up one of the most famous spots on the map, Tilted Towers, gone.
Oh, shit.
You know how many people land at Tilted Towers? A lot of people. That's their main strategy. Because it goes by kills sometimes. You know, we want kills, you go to Tilted Towers, but they blew it up. There was a big event that happened, another, you know, them live events they do.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of had a little voting thing, right? And you could vote between 6 different things. In game, you go down and all these people pickaxe. Turned out the drum gun won, for those of y'all that do keep up with Fortnite. Well, I kind of was wanting the drum gun or the TAC SMG. I love the drum gun. A lot of people hate it, but a lot of people love it.
Yeah.
I'm one of those that love it. I'm glad it's back. Kind of like a Tommy gun with the Mafia. You know, the Tommy gun? Yeah, I love it. And then they'll float you up after you got to vote. I wasn't able to get in the game, and they're supposed to give everybody a free glider. Epic, I want my free glider, dude. Anyway, you float up, and there was a volcano, and then it blew up a couple spots. One of my spots that I land, Retail Road, took a hit. Tilted Towers, and then there was 2 other spots. I think one was near Shifty Shafts, but yeah, that's Fortnite. 2K19 still rated 91 on my player, and then we got Clash Royale on mobile and Brawl Stars. A few new characters on those, and still the same grind. What about you, Letty?
Well, for me, I mean, I'm still rocking Borderlands Game of the Year edition, of course. Getting ready to redo the DLC. I'm in the middle of it right now. It's General Knox's Secret Armory or some shit like that.
Wow.
It's for Borderlands. I ain't gonna lie, all their DLCs, the stories in them. Yeah, you might get 4 or 5 hours of gameplay story wise. Yeah. But it's still, their shit's still so good. They did I think it was last week or the week before. I know it was at least within the last 2 weeks. They did a live stream of the game, you know, how it is now, and I ain't gonna lie, it still looks amazing. The cell shade is great. There was one weapon that he was using whenever I was watching it. It was a charge-up shotgun.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Charge-up shotgun,
you sat
dude?
there
Hell
and yeah, it looked cool as shit. I ain't gonna lie, and because I use any and all type of weapons. The only ones ones I really don't use, and I'm not a big fan of unless I'm fighting a boss, of course, is like the rocket launchers. But I'll switch between SMGs, shotguns, pistols. I'll use almost anything.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I mainly go towards like the DPS, damage per second, all the time. I'm always SMG, or if I'm, you know, just gonna say fuck it, I mean, I'll just sit there and run around with a shotgun all the time. Yeah. But Borderlands, of course, is still kicking it. I got a new game that I'm gonna try out that I'll probably talk about next week. It's Vampire. It came out a couple months ago. It's on sale. I was like, you know what? I've seen it. Might as well give it a shot. So
All right.
I'm gonna check it out. So, I mean, mobile. I don't play as on mobile as much right now. I mean, I'll rock Bud Farm every now and then.
That's usually
but,
when I think you mobile, I think Bud Farm. Yeah.
There's this one game I've been playing. It's like Hook to Ink or some shit. It's like this little fishing game, but you just swap all the fish up.
Oh, really?
Ruby likes playing it. It's a tycoon game, but it's actually got a little bit of strategy because you get like these lures that have like their own special effects.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I sit there and I actually play it like it's a damn strategy game when really, you know, every time like you'd see someone else play it, they're sitting there just swapping the hell out of their screen and that's it.
Yeah.
I had to explain to Kristen like the different usages and shit, so. But that's it on gaming for me. I'm still waiting for September to get here. I can't wait for Borderlands 3. I'm pumped.
Yeah, dude.
So
yeah, there's a lot of hype coming behind it.
Oh,
sure.
yeah. We've waited since 2012.
Yeah.
7 years for this game.
Dude, that's awesome.
Well, I mean, the pre-sequel came out after it, but the pre-sequel was all right. I didn't play it as much as I did 1 and 2, though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you got to make it dope. You waited out.
Oh,
long.
yeah.
Yeah. Kinsley gets me. She calls it fighting game. And she hates bugs, but gets me to always pick Devora, who is nothing but bugs.
Yeah, that's all she is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's really funny. But Kinsley loves it, and I'll let her. She'll grab a controller sometime and play, and she'll rage just like me, like because I always go, man, come on, and she'll go, come on. I can't right. It is hilarious. I love it. Dude.
Yeah,
it's
Ruby, she plays the hell out of Subnautica, and Ruby likes playing Borderlands with me too. Like. She likes to sit there. I mean, most of the time she's just following me, and she'll, like, shoot something every now and then. But
Yeah.
I think it's just the fact that she's getting to play the game with me. She loves playing it, and she's always like, Mom, I want to be the girl character. And I'm like, well, here's your character that you had, you know, like 3 weeks ago when you last played. But
Yeah, I get Darcy to play Mortal Kombat with me, and she beats me. I mean, I win sometimes, but I don't know how she always beats me. Like, she beat me. Would you beat me 3 times in a row the other day? Last time we played, honey? 3 times. I don't know how, dude.
get
she
good,
does.
scrub.
She does. It pisses me off, man. And I don't let her win either. I did it first on the last Mortal Kombat when we would play at first. Yeah, but and
You realized
she, really,
she had skills,
yes.
and you were like, damn.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm glad she likes it. It's a fun game, man. I just hate that it caught that with the crypt situation.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's taken away of how good the game is.
Yeah.
Like people are just gonna see that and be
Just
turned
like,
away
oh
from
no,
Mortal
the
Kombat.
crypt. No,
Yeah.
get you grind on. Do
'Cause
what we used to do back in the day when it came to
Yeah, 'cause,
video
man,
games.
I mean, I'm seeing people like, should I wait to buy the game? You know what I'm saying? Because they see that.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, they've already fixed that problem, bro. And if you'd have been in there, I've never seen, number one, somebody respond that quickly to a problem like that, and they would never give you that loot, especially that much back.
Yeah.
I mean, they might, like Fortnite, they'll give you a free something here and there, but Fortnite, man, I'm all about getting free shit, but no, don't be cheap about it.
Yeah.
You know, like, now this glider, they're supposed to give everybody, now it's a $10 glider. Usually they'll give you some dumb shit that even though it's free, you're just like, whatever.
You're just like, why the hell do I want this?
Yeah. All right, Letty, who you shouting out this week?
Shout outs always stay the same. I got Ruby. Got to give her a shout out. Beautiful daughter. I mean, without her, I would not be. I just would not be.
You would not be.
I would not be. A, B, C, or D.
With D.
Oh my lord. Gotta give a shout out to DT for giving me this opportunity. I mean, it's been a blast and we're trucking along. Episode 51.
51, dude. Next thing you know, it'll be 100.
Dude, when we hit 100, I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably cry. I'll be like, we've been doing this so long, get emotional on the damn show.
Put 5 in my pocket when we hit 100. No.
Loan me 20, damn it.
Love you plenty, loan me 20.
Gotta give a shout out to all the friends and family who listen. I know who listens to it on a daily basis. Well, I know on a weekly basis. You know, Mo, Ben, EJ, all them. I gotta give a shout out to the listeners, because without y'all, we wouldn't be doing this. We enjoy it. We love that you guys come on and listen to us talk complete bullshit for a good hour every week, and couldn't appreciate it anymore. DT, who you shouting out?
Me, I gotta thank my beautiful family for putting up with my, what I anticipated was a near-death experience. It turned out it wasn't, but they really did make me feel better. They calmed me down, and without them, man, I don't know what I would have done.
Hell yeah.
Gotta thank my homie Letty, man. Hey, best co-host we are grinding episode 51. I'm proud of us.
Oh, yeah, man.
I got to thank my brother, man. Though I haven't got to talk to him, and we've been wanting him to get on the show.
Yeah.
I got to give him a shout out. We'll eventually link up with him, and he's just kind of going through a rough time right now. But once we get everything together, he'll be on, and we'll get him on to some live DJing, and hopefully our website's done.
Hopefully.
Got to check on that. I'm proud of us. I got to thank Drama Bryant. Though she is behind the scenes and we don't hear from her a lot, she still got our back, man. She still messages every now
Yeah,
and
she
then.
does.
We've been hearing from her a little more, so that's cool. She's just busy, man.
Oh, yeah. She's a busy woman.
I got to thank Kellen Keller, the man that got me inspired to do this podcast. We always got to show Kellen love. Got to thank Greenville Vapor, though, well, thanks to my friend EJ, I will be vaping again, guys. I don't know if I mentioned this on the show. I quit due to me thinking the swelling might somehow be related. I was just exploring options.
Yeah, seeing if he could find ways to reduce his, pregnant swollen ankles.
Yes. Yeah, like a swollen like a pregnant. It's crazy. But it turned out I don't think it was vaping. In fact, not saying it's because I quit vaping, but it seemed like it got worse when I quit vaping, which is weird.
Damn.
And I've got to thank family and friends that listen to the show. And finally, we've got to thank you listeners, man. Thank you guys. 51 episodes. Anytime you took time to listen to the show, whether it be 5 minutes to the whole episode, thank you guys. We really appreciate all the support. All right, guys. So today, there ain't a lot of news, so you know what we're going to do. I think we'll call it Let's Talk About It.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, man. This will be, you might as well say Volume 3. This is the third episode. As you know, the first one was Nipsey Hussle. The second one we did with Kristen and the Aliens. Which there will be a part 2 to that.
Oh, definitely.
Just because I don't feel like we got to explore everything.
Oh, yeah, she even told me whenever you left that she had a lot more, she had a few more things in her notes she wanted to talk about.
We may do that in a couple weeks. So today, guys, this one's going to be called Romance is Gone. Because we feel like, look, there's no more romance in the world.
No, there ain't.
When you're a romantic, or in mine and Letty's case, well, I'm in a relationship now, but I was once a hopeless romantic. Look, everybody likes getting laid. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
When you're one of these people that thinks it's cool to go out here and sleep with this dude or this chick, and next thing you know, you end up with herpes like Coachella. I'm playing. That was confirmed to be
Yeah, that
false.
was confirmed to be false.
It's like nobody anymore takes the time to wine and dine, man. Like, it's to me, when you don't got to put any effort into it, they're just easy, and it's just real sleazy and just unattractive to me. But see, I used to have a problem. I would always want to see the good in people. So, I would try to treat them right, do everything. And, of course, it blew up in my face every time. Or in my case, it just seemed like I got psychos a lot. And every now and then, it was I did something wrong, of course. But I just feel like there's no more romance. Like, people think it's funny anymore to sleep with people's wives. It's like Adam 22 from No Jumper, him and his old lady out here just waxing, all her buddies and putting it on YouTube. Which, look, man, you like what you like.
Yeah.
This is just our opinion.
Yeah. Hell, I even know some people who are swingers.
Yeah.
They're married and they're swingers, which I don't frown upon y'all. I mean, whatever floats your boat, go with it. It's just something that, like, whenever I'm in a relationship, I get greedy with my person.
Hey, sharing ain't caring.
Exactly. Everybody's just like, eating ain't cheating, sucking ain't fucking. I'm like, listen, you even look at my man and touch his damn elbow the wrong way, I might stab you.
You see, now how could you sit there and watch somebody bang the shit? Like, the thought of that even attempting to happen pisses me off.
Yeah.
And then you get these people that just, like, I don't know, man. I don't see how you could ever look at that person the same again. I don't give a shit if y'all both agreed about just that some other dude or chick banged your significant other.
One thing I've noticed a lot, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm on POF mainly because where I work third shift, and 3:30 in the morning, nobody that I talk to is normally awake.
Yeah.
So I just go in there and have some conversations. All the dudes will ask me what I'm looking for, and I ain't gonna lie, I'll tell them a relationship, because that's what I'm looking for. But a nice conversation to have with somebody, it's always good, because it's anywhere from I've talked to somebody like that lived in Memphis, and I'm like, why are you sending me this far away? Conversations with basically strangers Sometimes it helps passes the time.
Yeah.
Then you get the weirdos, and I mean the strange ass weirdos. I've had this happen on 2 instances where they'll start out and they'll be like, I think you're beautiful, I want to get to know you. And then they'll be like, also, whenever I'm in a relationship, I like to watch my significant other get fucked by a black guy. And I'm just like, whoa there.
Yeah, whoa now.
Whoa there, whoa there. I was like, I just told you what my name was. Because
Yeah.
I just told you, I was just like, nice to meet you, so-and-so. I'm Charlotte. How's your day going? I don't want to know what the hell you're into that very moment.
And it's just like, I don't get it, man, because I'm seeing it more and more. It seems like it's normal to people.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the Pornhub and all these places, like, porn really opened the door for that.
It did.
So now it's like, if you're not into that shit, now you're weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. There's I've stumbled across a couple guys who were into humiliation.
Like, what the
all because
like peeing on each other and shit?
No, like they'll end up sending me a dick pic that I did not ask for. And they'll be like, look at it. It's so tiny. Make fun of it. And I'm like, dude.
What?
Exactly. That type of humiliation.
Oh, like you walk them around like a dog?
Yeah,
like
some shit like that.
Oh, my God.
And they'll sit there and they'll be like, make fun of me. And I'm like, no, that's fucking weird. Like, I don't want to be with somebody who wants me to sit there and basically bring them down and talk shit about them. That is fucking weird.
I'm sorry, that's weird. I don't give a shit. Again, this is our opinion, but maybe I'm old-fashioned or whatever, and I'm not saying you got to be a damn Mormon or nothing like that.
There's no modesty anymore. Like,
there isn't, dude.
Thankfully, my daughter's very modest. Like, she will go, and if she's got to change, sometimes she doesn't even want me in the room. I'm fine with that. That means I'm just like, I don't have to worry about you when you're older. Yeah, like, no one cares anymore. It's all about, just everybody's all about getting laid, having a good time. Sometimes a lot of guys that I talk to, I'll be like, you want to go out and, maybe get a drink or go out to dinner or something. And the first thing they'll say is, well, I don't have any money. And they'll be like, I'm in between jobs.
Just say you're unemployed.
Yeah, or they'll be like, I don't like to spend money on the first date because if it doesn't work out, that's money wasted. I've been told that by a guy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, which, you don't have to go out to a fancy ass place. I know a lot of people will judge on that shit. I don't care. I mean, let's go to McDonald's and order off the fucking dollar menu. I might be struggling myself.
I don't give a damn. Get a $5 pizza and watch Netflix.
Exactly.
I don't give a damn. You know.
Or they'll be like, just come to my house and hang out. And I'm like, listen, I know exactly what that leads to, and I know exactly what's on your mind. I got called a stank ass hoe by one dude one time.
Really?
All because
you wouldn't sleep with him?
Because I wouldn't drive to meet him. He was like, I was like, do you have a car? And he goes, no, not at the moment. And I'm like, well, when you get a vehicle, we'll meet halfway. I was like, I don't care to, meet them halfway if they're nearby.
Yeah.
But he was, and then he was like, he said something, I can't remember. And I was like, no, I was like, I'm just wasting my time. I was like, I'm done. It was nice talking to you. I think we talked for like a couple weeks. It's like, it's nice talking to you, but I can see that this ain't going to work out.
Yeah.
He proceeded with, all right, you stank ass hoe. I see how it is. I didn't want to fuck you anyway. And then he sends back another text. Oh, by the way, I do have a car. And I was like, I feel sorry for whatever dumb bitch that ends up with you.
Yeah, man, I can't stand those type of dudes and chicks that they get mad when they don't get laid and stuff. Like I used to know this guy when I was younger. It was a buddy of mine's brother, and he would punch the walls if a chick wouldn't sleep with him.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I'd be like, listen here, white dude, you need to calm down.
Like he would get that mad. And, like how they'll get mad and throw little pissy fits thinking the girl, somehow they'll get a pity lay. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like, dude, really? Do you really want it if it's like that? And then I knew another guy, man, who, was married, and if his wife wouldn't have sex with him, and, they've been together 10 years, like, everybody knows, man, once you've been in a relationship or marriage, you don't have sex as much, especially if you got kids.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just a reality, man. And he would sit here and think, oh, she's cheating on me. She don't love me no more. Like, dude, I'm sorry, man. I like having sex as much as the next person, but it's just not that serious to me, dude.
Oh, it's not. And
you know what I mean? Now, if it's something where you feel like something's going
Like
on.
she's coming home at random hours of the night smelling like either her perfume or some different scent you've ever smelled.
Yeah.
You know, that's different, but just because, you know, she won't fuck you, that don't mean shit. We do get tired. Us women do get tired. Sometimes when we have headaches, we don't want to do anything. Even though, you know, if you get off when you have a headache, it releases dopamine and, like, helps your head and shit. But that's some science bullshit for y'all. But one dude I dated, he ended up thinking I was cheating on him with TJ.
Oh my
He did. This was back before, you know, TJ.
Which is a legitimate argument because TJ was banging everybody at that time.
True.
Man or woman.
Thing is, I was hanging out with TJ a lot. Me and him we were really close, and I was sitting there, you know, trying to help him discover himself the best I could. I mean, and then next thing you know, he looks at me. He goes, "Well, why don't you just go hang out with TJ? You're always with him." And I looked at him and I was like, "Listen," I was like, "I'm not messing around with him." And he goes, "How do I know that?" I was like, "TJ's gay."
Yeah. Well,
he was finding himself at the time. I was trying to help him through it, you know, like any good friend would do.
Yeah.
And I mean, he worked night shift and I worked seconds. We'd see each other in the morning. We'd talk about everything, and then he would go to bed and I'd go into work. That's how it was. And I'd be like, "Yeah, TJ stayed over. He went home around 4:30 in the morning," which that was when I was getting off at 2. He wouldn't get there till about 3. We'd just hang out. He would talk, probably cry more than likely, and then he'd leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I got accused of TJ, and whenever he said that, and I told him that, like, he shut up completely.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, me, I somehow get along better with girls. It's been like that, dude. Like, even I can remember back when I was a little kid. It was like that. I don't know why. I mean, and I don't mean you're gay. I mean, sometimes you just get along better with certain people more than
I get along
others.
better with guys.
Yeah,
that's always been. And
I don't mean you're banging somebody.
Exactly.
You know, it just means that's who you get along with.
Yeah, you're good friends. I mean, most girls or women are just drama.
It's like nowadays, it's like you got to be into this freaky weird shit, or, you know, you got to, like, bang them and their buddies and have a pit bull bite your nuts while you're doing it, or something weird, or you get people like these gold diggers. See now, because around here when pain pills hit, you got all these chicks that went to these old nasty ass old dudes, sugar daddies. So now these old guys will go around here like, you could be nice and just talk to one of these old ass dudes, and now because of these type of women, these old guys now think they can just get ballsy and hit on everybody, thinking they just, you know, they can throw out a few dollars and make them holler.
It's
you
like,
know what I'm saying?
It's like them bitches just used you because you were going to get their script filled for nothing, while they just maybe have to suck your dick twice a week. And
well, the sad part is I see a lot of these chicks, dude, even nowadays. I mean, dude, selling yourself short. Like, this is a nasty-ass, raggedy old man.
Yeah.
Like, what, you over here doing it for $30, $40 worth of pills and dope? Like, what?
Dude, get you a car out of it.
Yeah.
Shit, man. That way you ain't got to worry about him anymore. Get you a car.
I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't really pay attention to that life. It's been a while, but the last I heard, I mean, you still hear about a lot of these girls dating these old-ass dudes. Like, you know good and damn well you ain't attracted to that much.
It's like, no, you in it for the money. You in it for whatever he's giving you. I mean, I'll joke around and be like, "Hey, can you find me a sugar daddy? Pay my bills."
Yeah.
I'd have a sugar daddy, but without, like, the sexual part.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go and walk around the park with you, push your wheelchair around, but I ain't showing you my titties.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, that's just what I'm saying, man. And you know, a lot of the times that could be misinterpreted, and you get a lot of these women getting raped, and I don't know, they might be some dudes that happening to. I don't know. It just sucks, man, because I remember back in the day, like, you liked a girl, you took her to the movies, and y'all talked for a little bit. You know, you got to know each other a little bit. You figured a lot of stuff out, and it's just like nowadays, man, everybody just wants to move so fast. And
it's like, well, we've only been on one date, and I'll be like, okay. Be like, so are we gonna get a place together? It's like, no, that's not how this works. I don't want to live with somebody until I've known them for at least like a year.
Yeah.
Because I mean, true colors don't even come out within the first 6 months of a relationship.
Yeah. I mean, I used to have that problem too.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, I would jump in and it was just because I was lonely at the time, man.
Yeah.
And I made that mistake a lot, dude. I really did. And it really does pay off to get to know somebody.
Yeah, and that's a lot of people's problems, is because they'll be like, well, I'm lonely. I'm going to go to the first person that shows interest, and next thing you know, you end up with a dope head user or some lazy bum.
Yeah, and that's why I commend you. I mean, you're simply asking for a nice guy that has a job and a car. That's not a lot to ask.
Yeah, that's not. But
That's not a lot to ask.
they'll be like, "Well, I'm in between jobs," and it's like,
You stanko.
You
What the
stank.
hell's
It'll be
wrong
like-
with that guy?
They'll be like, "I'm in between jobs and my car's in the shop," or they'll be like, "Well, I have a job, but I don't have a car, or I have a car, but I don't have a job. You're
Yeah.
gonna spot me 20 for gas money?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "No."
No.
It's like, no.
Like that one, dude you were with, like, I mean, I knew what was happening, man. That's why I was, because, Letty's got a heart of gold, man. She does. She's a damn good person, and she deserves a damn good guy, man. I mean, she genuinely, hell, she's helped my dumb ass, broke ass out a few times and been there for me and believed in me, and I know she could do the same for somebody else. And it's just sad because now it's like you really gotta go through hell to find that person. And it's best, really, like we were talking before the show, you said that advice Mo gave you. Honest to God, that's really it. Like, I found when you ain't looking and you just doing your thing like you are, you're getting stuff together, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? And eventually it'll happen.
Yeah. When someone pops up, when you're not looking for them and they show up, that's normally the relationship that'll last.
Yeah, and guys, if y'all want to be in a relationship, look, I mean, do your thing. Y'all want to do all that freaky shit, that's on you. That ain't me. Sharing ain't caring when it comes to a woman. I don't know how you can let somebody bang your old lady or your damn boyfriend, and then y'all just go home and make spaghetti and everything's good. Like, I'm sorry, that is the most sadistic shit to me. But people do it, and I hate that. Like we said, it's become like that's okay. Like, that's all right. Everything's good. I don't agree with that shit, and I don't play that shit. I mean, you think my old lady's hot, that's fine, but stay your ass away. We're not into that. We're not going to bang your couple. We're not going into that freaky tiki shit. I mean, that shit, we do what we do in the bedroom, and that's it. We don't go share that with other people. I don't know, man. Some of y'all are just weird like that. That shit is just weird. And if my old lady goes off and we're ever having issues and she does that, see, you don't get a pass with me.
No.
I've been down that road. I've gave somebody that cheated on me. I forgave them, and they did it again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, cheating is one of them things that I don't even like fucking with.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, my opinion, once a cheater, you're always a cheater.
Yeah.
Because you'll be like, well, if I just do it this one time and not say anything, we'll be good. Well, guess what? I mean, somebody's going to run their mouth, and if it ain't you, it's going to be the other person. Your significant other's going to find out. And the next thing you know, I mean, you're back to square one.
Somebody always gets caught slipping. I mean, I've been cheated on, so I know it sucks. I mean, I've done it myself when I was younger, usually. I mean, I haven't done it a lot, since I started getting in relationships and stuff, like serious relationships. But when I was younger, I did it. Honestly, I told on my damn self.
Yeah.
I just felt so bad about it. Like, I couldn't just, I don't, that's why I don't see how people can cheat, and come home, and lay in bed and tell their wife or whatever they love them, like everything's okay.
Yeah.
And especially these people that get married and then they go out here, like, hey, motherfuckers ain't even been married 6 months and they're out here banging some other chick because these psycho bitches out here like dudes or guys that like these chicks that are married, and they think that's funny.
Yeah.
Like, I banged this dude all day. Like, to me, dude, that right there is the quickest way to get your head knocked off.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I've seen people flip out over somebody they're in love with more than I've seen over money, anything. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Love will turn you fucking nuts.
It really
That
will, dude.
And it'll fuck what you had more than anything.
Got anything in closing, Letty?
Basically, the advice that Mo gave me. Don't go searching for it. Let it come to you.
What is it? You let it go, and if it comes back,
it's meant to be.
It's meant to be. I'm telling you, sometimes, man, if you know it ain't working, don't sit there and put yourself through that hill.
Yeah, don't
short yourself, man. I mean, there's somebody out there for everybody, and I truly believe that.
Oh, yeah, know your worth.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, I mean, especially for women, it takes a lot. Find your worth. I mean, set your standards. I don't give a fuck how ridiculous it is. I mean, if that's what you think you're worth, then that's what you think you're worth.
Yeah.
I mean, even though if as what I think as little as mine, have a job and a car, but, sometimes that can be a lot for somebody. So know your worth, set your standards, and don't slip up on them.
Yeah, and it don't matter what you look like. Don't worry about that. All of us are beautiful, man. Just, hey, some of us have different tastes.
Yeah.
And that's all it is, man. Don't think that, oh God, nobody's ever going to want to be with me. Somebody will, man. And I just wish we could just get those romantic days back where we actually had to fucking try.
Yeah. I miss people being like, first dates. There's no such thing as a first date anymore.
Yes, dude, I miss that too. Not, hey Tom, let's go bang half our friends. Come on over.
It's like, listen, orgy over at Jeff's house. Let's get it.
Yeah, like in my opinion, this is just me. It's weird. I just don't see how you can just do that and just act like go on about life and stay together like everything's good. I don't know. That's just me.
What I gotta say is everybody has their own kinks. As long as it makes you happy, yeah, but you sit there and you put yourself on blast, and when you get roasted by your friends, that's on you.
Yep. If you invite that in, like I told a buddy of mine, they would go to a club. They had been together since high school. They used to go get on the ecstasy, go get them a chick, and they'd go home and have threesomes. I'm like, hey, dude, what are you going to do one day when she wants a dude? She started liking me, and I had to be like, no, because y'all are my best friends. And then she eventually started liking some other dude. Next thing you know, she's running off cheating.
Oh,
and
shit.
I said, dude, you can't be mad. Yeah. You opened that door, bro.
Exactly.
That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. But that's going to do it for episode 51, Hopeless Romance. Guys, we'd like to thank y'all for joining us on another week. I'm so happy to be over the 50 mark.
Over the hill, man.
We're over the hill. The show notes will be included with this episode. Scroll down to the bottom. That will be all our social media pages. Hey, man, leave us a comment. What do you think? Is romance dead? What can it do to be revived? We would like to hear what y'all got to say.
Put in some effort, guys.
Yeah,
and gals.
And gals.
It's not just men.
Yeah, and guys, let us know anything we talked about to open the show. We want to know what games you're playing. Comment on our Facebook. Guys, as always, follow the Podbean. We will be making that Anchor transition. I'm going to try to do that probably within the next few weeks. But follow us, share the podcast, guys. We got a lot of things coming up. We're in the works. This new logo, y'all probably see it on the Facebook page.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna be working with that. I think we found us an art person.
We found us an artist.
An artist, so she did a damn good job. Shout out to her.
Sheena. My daughter's stepmom. We gotta give her a shout out to her.
Yeah.
She hit me up. She was like, "Are y'all looking for a new logo?" And I was just like, "Wait, on the podcast, it caught me off guard because it was random as fuck." And I was like, "Yeah." And then she sent me that, and I was like, "Okay," And then we made some adjustments. We're thinking of making a few more. I'm gonna probably talk to her later this week.
Oh yeah.
When I see her. So yeah.
But guys, as always, please share the podcast if you enjoy us. We'd like to thank y'all for all the support, for joining us on another week for episode 51, Hopeless Romance. I'm DT.
And I'm Lette.
And remember, this is Podcast Greatness,
where greatness never dies.
We out. Peace.
Deuces. Woo!